everyone, and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going to have a look at natural gas. That's gonna be a very quick video. There's not many changes since my last analysis. I'm still looking on the bearish side, so we had that leg. I was trading to the upside here since we hit that 2.95 and we struggle on the $3 figure or level. Got rejected now twice, and if we drop to the 1 hour, we now have a divergence here that top there from that level 2.98 on that high 306. So I believe now we're going to see some retests of that major support. Either we're going a bit higher, revisiting 3 next week, or going straight down to 2.95. Believe the weather is really not supporting. We're still having the production ramping up slightly. I don't really see what could trigger any significant move to the upside, and we're going to struggle on 305 regardless. Should we actually continue inside that inverted handle for that large figure, we might actually go to 295 a little bit later during the week, so that will all depend. Now, if we look at the figure that we are forming at the moment, we broke a very key trend line here that I believe is highly problematic, given that the funds are still holding a lot of long positions. So we don't have the court report figures yet. It's gonna come on tomorrow, but there's a high chance that during that time they did actually start reversing and continuing to offload their long position. So we continue to put some pressure. Of course, we are 2 weeks away from rollover. There's only 4 or 5% contango at the moment, which is not too high, but we are sitting at a relatively high price, so that could be enough to trigger a break below 2.985 should we not see any switch in the weather. Of course, switch in the weather forecast and some major cold coming through December, then we could definitely see that level 285 holding, and then a break higher to start again and move the other direction. But for now, there's nothing pointing to this, and I'm trading that scenario where we would see that figure going to the end, breaking that level, and going visiting that major resistance area, no, support area, sorry. That's 2.3 and 2.4, so that zone very critical. We're going to be very close to filling that gap, so potentially extending down to 2.1. Of course, we're having that trend line, that's a major support. If we zoom out on the 4 hours, we can see it's been working 1, 2, 3 times, so it's going to be very solid. I believe that's, in my opinion, a very safe long entry if we actually get there by the end of the year, as we're gonna probably have some spike with some cold coming in January or February potentially, but still far away from that, of course. But at the moment, that's the figure I'm trading. Now I'm waiting to see what will happen here. Should we actually not break and start building up underneath here? To be careful not to break that level. 3.11 is probably the level to actually watch. 3.12 and exit any short position to actually break higher. That's a relatively safe entry or level to short natural gas. As we can see, I believe that trend line has been very well respected. If we take it from the top here, since we're still having, so that's only 4 hours, that divergence, so we need to go to the end and clear it. It's actually not really that horizontal. It does actually go down slightly like this. That's actually pointing here on that level there to the origin of the gap that we're having originally, which is why I believe we're going to close that gap at some point, but of course don't know yet if it's now or later. There's a high chance we break 285 that we're going to close that gap very quickly, but again, we'll see that next week. Do another check during the week, probably on Wednesday, look at the court report data, but my opinion is it's gonna show bearish data or figures, and yeah, definitely we'll check that. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon, and trade safe. Cheers, bye.